Hello everyone, today I'm going to share my thoughts on a YouTube video titled The Disturbing Neuroscience Behind Doomscrolling in Brainrot from Brain Academy.
Compulsive scrolling through news, videos and whatever, it's not random. A 2021 study from USC found that this behavior activates the exact same neural pathways as gambling. The exact same ones. See, your brain gets stuck in what neuroscientists call a negativity loop. You feel bad, so you scroll for something to feel better. But the content makes you feel worse, so what do? You scroll even more. It's genius, really. I mean, it's evil, but it's genius. And here's what kills me. The algorithm knows this. They figured out that negativity, shocking, or just completely absurd content keeps you scrolling longer. They're literally feeding you poison because poison is profitable. Think about it. Even when you start with happy puppies, where do you end up? Like 3 hours later, you're watching conspiracy theories or people fighting in parking lots. The algorithm always pulls you towards the dark stuff. It knows that outrage and absurdity are more addictive than joy. But that's just the beginning.
I just watch it and honestly it feels very relatable to our daily lives as students. The video explains that doomscrolling isn't just about being lazy or having no self-control. It's actually how our brain is designed. Social media takes advantage of our dopamine system by giving us small, unpredictable rewards every time we swipe. This keeps our brain stuck in a loop where we feel tired or unhappy, but we continue scrolling anyway. Over time, this leads to shorter attention spans, emotional numbness, and lack of motivation, what people now call brain rot.
So researchers at UC Santa Barbara in 2022 discovered something fascinating. They call it the uncertainty reward loop. Every time you scroll, your brain doesn't know what's coming next. It could be boring, it could be amazing. That uncertainty, that is what triggers the same anticipation circuits as slot machines. Your brain is literally gambling. Every swipe is pulling the lever. And just like Vegas, the house always wins. But here's where it gets really messed up. You see, a study from UC Irvine found that doomscrolling creates cognitive fatigue. Your brain gets so exhausted processing all this random garbage that it loses the ability to focus on anything real. And when your brain is exhausted, what does it want? More stimulation. It's like being so tired you can't sleep, so you drink more coffee? It makes total sense, right? No, it's insane. But that's what we're doing.
As a university student, I really feel this. Many of my friends and even myself get trapped in doomscrolling instead of focusing on assignments or personal growth. It's like we want good results, but we don't want to go through the process. We lose motivations to study but never lose energy to scroll TikTok or Instagram for hours. The video also mentioned the idea of continuous partial attention, which means our brain is never fully focused and never fully resting. And I think that perfectly describes students today. Honestly, I experienced this too. Before sleeping, I always scroll through social media with the thought, if there are no more interesting video, I will sleep. But instead of stopping, I keep scrolling and scrolling until I forgot to sleep. It's exactly like the video said. Sometimes I feel like I'm watching myself from the outside, telling myself to stop, but my fingers keep moving. The next day I feel tired, unproductive, and guilty.
Oxford Dictionary named brain rot their 2024 word of the year. Oxford, the same people who gave us Shakespeare's complete works are now officially acknowledging that we're collectively destroying our minds with digital garbage. Dr. Ameylin at Stanford calls this dopamine dysregulation. Basically, you need more and more insane content to feel anything at all, really. Regular content doesn't do it anymore. You need the weird stuff. And this is why you're watching videos of Skibidi Toilet or whatever that Italian brain rot thing is. You know, the Chimpanzini Bananini Bombardiro Crocodilo. I don't even know what I'm saying here. Nobody does. And actually, that's the point. Your brain is so fried, it needs complete nonsense to feel stimulated. But here's what's really happening. This content is like eating cotton candy for every meal. Yeah, it gives you a sugar rush, but you are literally starving. Your brain needs real stimulation, real connection. Instead, it's getting toilet heads. And wait, to neuroscience gets even crazier.
For Brainrot content itself, I personally don't enjoy it. In fact, I kind of dislike it because it usually brings no real value, only noise. For example, trends like tum 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 sahur being claimed as Italian culture just feel meaningless to me and sometimes annoying. To conclude, this video really opened my eyes. Doomscrolling may look harmless, but it actually affects our brain, our habits, and our motivation. I hope you can be more aware of our screen time and try to control technology before it controls us. Thank you for listening.